What's up, Jolinator Club? Alright, so today is the release date of The Fate of the Furious, and I am here to review it for you guys. I actually just saw it today, and so let's jump right into this. Okay, now before I get started with my review, I should let you guys know my quick thoughts on the Fast and the Furious movies, because I took the last few months, really, to catch up on them before this movie came out. I've seen them all now. Here are my thoughts. First two movies, both really good. Tokyo Drift, no, hate that movie. The fourth one, not bad. And then 5, 6, and 7 are all awesome. Alright, so, The Fate of the Furious is, of course, the newest Fast and Furious movie, and this time we have the return of the characters with the exception of Brian O'Connor, of course, played by Paul Walker, because he passed away before Furious 7 came out, and Furious 7 was his last movie, so, anyway. We have all the characters coming back. We got Hobbs, played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Letty, played by Michelle Rodriguez, Dominic Toretto, played by Vin Diesel, and, we got Tej, Roman, and everybody. And even Deckard Shaw, played by Jason Statham. Okay, so they're all back, and but this time, what happens is a female criminal sort of seduces Toretto and into working with her. And so what happens is Toretto turns his back on his family and his whole team, and now Deckard Shaw has to team up with everybody else, and they have to find out what's going on, and if Toretto is actually a real criminal, which I won't spoil just in case you haven't seen the movie. And they have to go up against Toretto, and if Toretto turns out to be a bad guy, they have to see if that's going to happen, or if he's going to, turn around and come back with them. Okay, so the strength in this movie really comes down to the characters, and this is a thing with all the Fast and the Furious movies, with the exception of, again, Tokyo Drift. These characters are so memorable and so iconic. Okay, now my favorite character, for those of you who are curious, my favorite character is Hobbs. Not just because I love Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but he interacts with these characters differently. He interacts with Toretto one way, he'll interact with O'Connor a different way. And now, and of course, he did a great job. Dwayne Johnson, I say this about Dwayne Johnson, and this is my opinion. Don't hate, guys. Anything Dwayne Johnson's in is going to be awesome. As far as everybody else is concerned, Michelle Rodriguez, as always, did a great job as Letty. I will say, probably the best performance in the movie was Vin Diesel as Toretto. Toretto, I always found to be a really interesting character, and he definitely went through the most interesting arc as the franchise continued. You never knew whose side he was going to be on, and in this one, he's constantly going back and forth, and, he's torn about what he's going to do. And I was actually kind of siding with him. I don't want to ruin anything that happens to him. Just go see the movie, and you'll understand. And of course, with everybody else, you have Tyrese Gibson, who I forget if he was Tej or Roman. I might have to go back and watch the movies again. But still, Tej was awesome. Roman was awesome. Deckard Shaw might even be in my top 5 favorite characters in the franchise. The action. Okay, if for any reason you are torn about seeing The Fate of the Furious, or any of the Fast and the Furious movies, if you haven't seen any of them, which, by the way, you should, except for Tokyo Drift, again, definitely watch them just for the action, because the action, this one in particular, was so groundbreaking and so unbelievable that I was just, like, edge of my seat, just, oh my gosh, this is awesome, type stuff. That is what you're going to expect from this movie. I had an absolute blast with The Fate of the Furious. I'm sure it will be on my top 10 best movies of the year by the end of this year. Go see it, guys. I highly, highly recommend it. I guarantee for any Fast and Furious fan watching my videos, you guys will love it as well. And I'm giving The Fate of the Furious my highest rating, which is that it is so nice, it is worth seeing thrice. Okay, guys, so post your comments below. Instead of asking what you guys thought of The Fate of the Furious, because depending on when you're watching this, you might not have seen it, I'll ask you 2 questions. First of all, what is your favorite Fast and Furious movie? Mine would probably be Furious 7. And second, who is your favorite character from the franchise? Post Post your comments below. You guys are the best. And as always, thank you all for watching. And if you like this, like, comment, favorite, hit that subscribe button, and join the Joelinator Club. Chest bump.